Welcome, literature enthusiasts! Today, we will delve into the fascinating world of Fyodor Dostoevsky, The Double, a novella that explores themes of identity, alienation, and psychological turmoil. So before that, let us know who is Fyodor Dostoevsky. Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky, sometimes translated as Dostoevsky, was a Russian novelist, short story writer, essayist, and journalist. Numerous literary critics regards him as one of the greatest novelists in all of the world literature, as many of his works are considered highly influential masterpiece. On November 11, 1821, Fyodor was born at Moscow, Russia, and he is dead on February 9, 1891, at the age of 59 years old at St. Petersburg, Russia. According to my research, that Fyodor Dostoevsky has most famous books. We have The Crime and Punishment, The Brother Kamasku, and of course, The Double. The drama of identity enacted in Petersburg, reflecting the city's cultural and historical myths of duality. As a content for the novels, themes of exposure, doubling, and deception, Dostoevsky's lifelong influential exploration of the moral dimension of human identity begins with The Double. And now, I will give you the quick summary of The Double. It is a logical novella that delves in the story of Yakov Petrovich Golaikin, a government clerk in St. Petersburg who encountered a doppelganger also named Golaikin, who looks exactly like him, but it is charismatic socially and successful, and manipulated everything protagonist is it. In short, in 1846, follows the story of Yakov Petrovich Golaikin, a government clerk. Golaikin leads a mundane life until he encounters his doppelganger, a man who looks exactly like him, but possesses opposite traits. Now, if we are going to know the plot deep dive of the story, let us know first the introduction of the Golaikin. Introduction to Golaikin. The story begins with Mr. Yakov Petrovich Golaikin, a low-ranking civil servant in St. Peter. This story was all about Yakov Petrovich Golaikin, a clerk in St. Peter, no? So let's go to party disaster. At the party, Golaikin's awkwardness and social ineptitude lead to humanization. He is largely ignored or mocked by other guests and makes a poor impression on Clara. His hope to advance his social standing to romantic interest collapses until leaving him more isolated than before. From the party, people treat Jacob in a different way. Now, let's go to the arrival of the double. The next day, Gulaiken encounter his double who shares not only his name but also his appearance. Although the double responsibility is confident and charismatic. So, like what the summary said, that this looks alike is possesses opposite traits. It means they have different attitude. Alright? Now you get me? Now, the double integration. Gulaiken Jr. quickly integrates himself with the people in Gulaiken's life, charming his college and superiors as juniors become increasingly influential. Gulaiken started to feel user feed and sidelined in his own life. So, the double or his look-alike must be active, no? He have a lot of doing, or the junior of him has a lot of impressment, no, from the other. So, Gulaiken feel that he is useless. Let's start to growing paranoid. Gulaiken's paranoia depends as he suspects that everyone around him prepares in a double to him. When we are going to climatic breakdown, if you are going to get to know something or you are looking paranoid, Gulaiken think that in a street of St. Petersburg, imagine that he is going to hurt him. But in leads of the enemy or in leads by the double. Now, we're going to resolution. The story concludes with Gulaiken's being forcibly taken to a slum, defeated and broken. His last glimpse of freedom is vision of his double who appears to have completely replaced him in society. I conclude that in a plot deep dive, Gulaiken's double, known as simply as a double, begins to infiltrate every aspect of his life, causing Gulaiken's to question his sanity and of course identity. What in short is gripping psychological journey into deeps of Gulaiken's mind. So as the story progresses, Gulaiken become increasingly isolated and paranoid, unavailable to distinguish between reality, no? Like what I said, he's available to think what is or distinguish, no? What is between the reality and the illusion. His interaction with other something like becomes strained, no? And he descent into a state of delusion. So that's what happened to Gulaiken. No? And now let's continue to the main themes of the double by Fyodor Dostoevsky. The main themes start with identity and self-perception. The doubles explores the fragility of identity, truth, through Gulaiken's confrontation with his doppelganger. This unsettling encounters forced Gulaiken to question his self-worth and personal identity. And it starts to the social alienation, go to the mental illness and paranoia. The theme of the mental illness is central to the double, with Gulaiken's experience highlighting the impact of paranoia and psychological distress. When Dostoevsky studied the illness, the mental illness of the story, of course, it started, to the paranoia and psychological distress of Gulaiken. Confrontation and confusion. Gulaiken decided to confront his double, demanding to know his true intention. Now, when the time that Gulaiken talked to his double, of course, Gulaiken decided to confront, to know what is your intention. However, the conversation spirals into abusivity and leaves him more confused and distressed. His attempt to expose his double as imposter feel, as others seem obvious the desire similarity between them. Now when Gulaiken asked his double, he didn't get a good answer. But his double left him more confused and distressed. So when we're going to social and professional collapse, as the double continued to rise, Gulaiken's social and professional lives begins to crumble. Yes, that's so sad. His colleagues shun him, and his superior reprime him. So something sad, because now, when it comes to social and professional collapse, Gulaiken's now is in the crumble. Because when his colleagues shun him, and his superior reprime him, because they think that Gulaikens are now in not a good mind. When unto the descent in madness, isolated and depraved, Gulaiken's grip in reality weakens. He seized the double everywhere and started to lose the ability to distinguish between his action and those of his double. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my class, the main themes of the double serve as a powerful commentary on the human condition, exploring the fragility and identity and destructive nature of psychological torment. So in short, that the main themes of the double serve as a powerful commentary on the human condition, exploring the fragility of identity and the destructive nature of psychological torment. Dostoevsky masterfully portrays the inner turmoil of his protagonist, inviting readers to question the nature of reality and the self. When we are going to read the book completely, it is very nice story. Because you will start to question yourself, what happened to the next? The conclusion of the story remains a timeless masterpiece that continues to captivate readers with its exploration to existential themes and hurting narrative. It serves as a poignant reminders to the complexities of the human psyche and the internal struggle of self-understanding. Thank you so much for joining me in this literacy journey through Dostoevsky the Double. Until next time, of course, keep reading exploring the reach of a human experience through literature. This is your teacher Nomer. Until we meet again. Bye-bye and good luck.